Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're in Conan Exiles. This is update day. Update all day for PC, PlayStation, Xbox. Well, Xbox, I don't believe their update is not out quite yet, but it's going to be coming out here shortly. Of course, Xbox has to approve all updates to any games when it comes to their console. So what I'm going to kind of do is just stand still in certain spots. By the way, there's a glitch going on now where I am just bleeding. Even though I've got almost full health now, I am just constantly bleeding. So if you guys are kind of wondering what's going on with this, you can go check out the actual series. But overall, let's jump into the update. So this whole video is just going to be going over the new update that's going to be coming out. And I'm going to go over just the highlights in the very beginning, and then we're going to kind of go a little bit more in depth. So if you just want to know like the major things that maybe they're adding, I'll go over it pretty much right now. So for instance, the new thing is that they are adding is a brand new dungeon called the Midnight Grove. This will add werewolves, and it will add night vision potions that will allow players to clearly see throughout the night. And it will add offhand mechanics to this. And what that means is like shield bashing and a bunch of other stuff. We'll get into that a little bit as well. They are adding new variety of arrows, for instance, and I'm going to go, well, we can go over them right now. So there's light arrows, tar arrows, poison arrows, ivory arrows, explosive arrows, and healing arrows. In my opinion, that is awesome. It's all stuff for big PvP servers, anywhere from official to non-official. And that's actually just great. If anything, I kind of want to get into PvP, but it's something that's going to take some time. I got to find a group and everything that's actually really into PvP. Other than that, thralls have to now be fed to survive. You can no longer have just 100 thralls all around your base and them just standing there. You actually have to now feed them. You have to make sure they're fed. And with that, it may seem like pretty bad, but then at the same time, it's really not. So if you fill up their hunger bar all the way up, it takes 7 days for them to starve. In-game days, not real time, but in-game days for them to actually starve. So it's really not that bad as long as you have somebody that's constantly running around your clan and everything and making sure that all of your thralls are fed just, once a, in-game week. That's really not that bad. Once a day, just somebody gets on and just make sure that they're fed. Other than that, they have added the option to visually remove text from signs. This is great for streamers or just YouTubers, so you're not seeing Nazi symbols, you're not seeing, racial slurs or anything like that, especially, other sexist stuff and all these other different things that gets you demonetized or gets you banned on Twitch or all this other shit. It's a great thing for them altogether, any type of content creator, especially for me, but I'm not really on official servers. I don't do any of that yet. Other than that, this is something that's probably going to aggravate some people that love to produce honey and uses honey for a bunch of stuff. You actually now are required to have queen bees to be able to have honey, for them to at least be able to produce honey. That's a big thing, and I know some people are going to get aggravated with that. I don't think it's not really that bad. If anything, this game is still missing a lot of stuff, and it still needs a lot more into it, but the game is going along great. I'm really excited to check out the Midnight Grove. I don't believe it's out on Xbox yet. I mean, we can kind of look. I don't know exactly the location of it quite yet. I do want to sit there and find out, though. I'm just looking around. I don't see anything new, though. Alright, so other than that, we'll go ahead and get into a little bit of different things. They have updated the Purge, and the big updates for the Purge is they optimized the database, cleaning up a bunch of inactive clans. This is going to go anywhere from official to non-official servers. Another thing is they better randomize the spawn for the Purge, and then the Purge no longer gets distracted whenever it's going on. They go attack the point of interest. That is it. And the Purge countdown is now set to 15 minutes. So there you go. I mean, that's pretty much the big major things. Other than that, there's a couple of new server settings for admins and stuff. If anything, I'm going to be linking the whole forum down below so you guys can go check it out yourself. Other than that, there's still some known issues that they have been getting reports that some players' mods that are installed is actually crashing the whole entire game and everything, especially when they're placing thralls and other stuff like that. So they're looking into it. Other than that, character hitboxes sometimes bug out and you're not able to really hit them, especially when they're on top of foundations. And even though with thrall hunger disabled, the hunger will still tick down. That's another issue that they're looking into. But the big thing is we now have fucking werewolves, so we got a whole new little section to be able to go explore, or I should say dungeon to go explore. If anything, I'm going to be posting up the picture up throughout this video, so you guys will be able to check it out. It's just a little screenshot of somebody actually fighting it. Other than that, that's pretty much the big major things. They did change a little bit of the animation. Whenever you are now in combat, like whenever you swing swords, axes, maces, and shields, it's like with their heavy attacks, it is now incorporated as well with shield bashing and stuff. So like whenever you swing them and everything, and you shield bash as well, it has the whole animation that looks more fluid and everything. Other than that, throwing axes are now part of a heavy chain combo when wielded with swords, axes, and maces. They've added a new attack for the spider boss, they've added a new attack for the crocodile boss, and they've added a new knockback setup and animations for monsters. There's new rock nose animations, and as well as there's a new idle and threat animation. Other than that, they've updated the surface of water whenever you're swimming through with like a little glow stick. And I think that's the major things. They have changed a little bit of the UI. They've darkened a little bit of places. They've added a little bit more to it. So they're tweaking the graphics overall, making the resolution better, and they're making sure that frame rate's good and all that. And they're balancing a bunch of stuff as well. Other than that, everything else is just going to be linked down below so you guys can be able to check it out. They fixed some exploits and things. The big exploits that they fixed is Thrall's inventories could be exploited to carry more items than they were intended to. And they fixed the bug where the anchor thralls would produce infinite amount of special arrows. I had no idea that was a thing. I would be using that every single day, not gonna lie. They fixed a couple of the sound, like looting sounds and things like that. They've added a couple of new sounds as well. And a dedicated server launch is now been tweaked a bunch as well. So other than that, guys, I hope you all did enjoy. And of course, I'll catch you guys later in at least the next update or in the actual Conan Exiles series that we're doing. This is kind of like the first update. I'm kind of going through it kind of roughly and everything. I'm going to have it a little bit better whenever we do another one and all of that. But I love your faces. I'll catch you guys later in the next episode and all that. So, see ya.